What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another Musaic audiophile build for you. This one super special, brand new GLE53 AMG, very special client, very special ASE situation. This is going to be another theme build. This one's Nightmare Before Christmas. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, and since we always start you out with the trunk, go ahead and open that. And that's going to reveal our subwoofer enclosure, which in this case, again, is inspired by the Nightmare Before Christmas. So again, theme builds are always a little bit tough because you want to do justice to what the client is asking for. But at the same point, you still want it to look tasteful. You don't want it to look tacky. You want it to kind of fill in and look and fit that aesthetic of what the OEM is going to deliver. So we used a lot of factory elements like the carbon fiber that you can see behind Jack and Sally there. We have the silver trim, which you can find throughout the car. We have the Alcantara suede here on the side and then on the top. And then we also have the matching leather that you can find throughout the vehicle.
So soft.
It's so soft. And if you look close, it might be a little hard to see, but we have a bunch of Jack Skellingtons rastered in the Alcantara suede there. So one of those little hidden details where when you're looking at it back like this, you don't really know that they're there, but it is one of those little hidden details. We also have, of course, a lot of the characters, the theming running throughout the different parts of the build. And then in the center, we have it highlighted by Jack and Sally. Sally's going to be illuminated with a different color. So how I did this is I used 2 different layers of acrylic. And of course, the Jack side is the back piece of acrylic that's going to be lit up, pulsing that purple. And then of course we have Sally illuminated in front of Jack, and all the things that are white is going to be on that layer of acrylic. And I had to draw these all together, then separate them to create all of the different elements and the stars and the whole scene. So it was kind of a difficult project, and I've never really layered acrylic in different situations like that before to get different contrast of lighting elements, but I really like how this one came out. Again, just a lot of subtle details here throughout the whole thing. Of course, all of this top stuff goes back together. This can come completely out. I'll pull that out so you can kind of see the top there, but everything fits seamlessly in place.
All the bits.
And then under the floor here, we got our Mosconi Pro 430 up top. That's going to run the mid-range and tweeter. We got a Pro 210, which is going to be your front mid-bass. Those are going to be the match mid-bass woofers that they make, the plug-and-play version for this vehicle that install up at the firewall. And then of course we have 2 Mosconi Pro 110s, one per each subwoofer. Each one of these Focal Utopia M10s get its own Mosconi Pro 110. And then we have the Atimo 4, which is going to run the rear stage active. We have our circuit breaker, all our fuse distribution, all that stuff, very easy to get to. Of course, a lot of fans down here to circulate air throughout the entire build, especially to keep this Pro 430 as cold as possible being underneath here. So making sure everything's well ventilated is always very important.
The controller, like, you can turn up the volume with it, and it has some purple around it. It's really cool.
Matches with the other colors, right?
Yes, as you can see those little colors around here.
So this is the controller housing that she was saying. We built this to mimic exactly what you see up here. So the same shape of this we created down here. You see that small silver trim around the black acrylic. Again, we just wanted to take the same element that you see up top, create that on the bottom, so the controller housing looks 100% factory. You can see the controller sits behind the black acrylic or the smoked acrylic, and that's how the LEDs are projecting through, so it looks like it's completely built in. Of course, Helix conductor, hit that once, that's going to be your sub volume. Hit it again, that's going to be the preset that you're on. This car is going to have 3 separate presets. Preset 1 is going to be the OEM radio. So we're using a nav TV interface that is installed in the car that is going to give us a digital output directly to our DSP amplifier for a perfect signal. That's going to be installed in the back. I'm sorry, not nav TV. It's going to be a Mobridge interface, which is going to use the coax data coming from the car. I believe it's the MOS 150 from the car, and that's going to give us a perfect signal. The preset 2 is going to be a high-res Bluetooth chip that's going to dock directly into the DSP. That's going to give us the best bandwidth from a cell phone with no latency. So if you're going to use Bluetooth on the factory preset, generally more times than not, there's going to be latency, meaning the audio and video is not going to sync up if you're seeing something on YouTube, like using Tiny Desk for reference of the audio. Whereas preset 2, it's going to be perfectly timed, no latency, and again, it's not going to utilize any of the DACs of the factory radio. It's going to utilize the DAC of the Bluetooth chip in the DSP. And again, you can use that secondary preset to also utilize Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly from the car. Still have all the information coming on the display here while all of the audio is being directly diverted to the DSP. So that's the best way to kind of get audio from your cell phone. Preset 3 is going to be what we typically use, an Astel and Kern SP3000. In this case, this is going to be your best source for audio. It's going to use analog output using a line out signal from the player, and it's going to go 3.5 to RCA into your DSP. That way you still utilize the DAC of the player, right? So when we do that, we can process anything that this can play. So if this can play DSD, 24192, whatever that the DSP can't, this thing can run 100% fine. You want to show them the SP3000?
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Is it heavy?
It's heavy, but it's probably like not that heavy, but it's a really nice color. It's like a light greenish. And it has some gold on the side.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's nice. You can play your songs on this.
Yep.
So if you want to play anything you want, then you can it will be right beside you. You don't have to look on your phone or type anything. Well, if you want to type some songs, you can, but
couldn't have said it better myself.
It has songs on it.
Yeah.
When you look in it, and then that would be nice.
Yeah, love it. And as far as the speakers go, we have the Focal 3.5 mid-range here in the factory location. We were able to modify the Focal TBM tweeters here at the top, and then up in the dash we have the mid-bass 8s, the match 8s that are plug and play with the factory location. Other than that, we kept the rears factory. And that's pretty much the full synopsis of the system.
Yes.
Kept everything purple, because again, Nightmare Before Christmas theme. We got purple lights on the ground. The main lights of the conductor knob is purple. We even added some purple lights in here, just a little tough to see because it is still daytime. And again, the carbon fiber trim, we utilized that into the back of the subwoofer enclosure behind Jack and Sally. We have our purple lighting in the rear. We have our matching leather or matching Alcantara, all of that stuff to perfectly integrate everything in. So thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Like always, thanks for following along, because it's people like you that allow me to do the things that I get to do. I love being artistic, and I love making cars sound great, and I love trying to, exceed your expectations with what you think all of this is going to sound like and the delivery of everything. So again, thank you guys so much for following along and always being there for new potential builds. If this is your first time seeing any of these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that alert bell notification letting you know anytime we drop a new video. Make sure you check out our website, musaicdesign.com. This is a one-stop place to see all of our content. Every car that we've built, every video that we've done, all the build logs, the pictures, the descriptions, the write-ups, they're all attached to each project that we've ever done. Also, filed by a bunch of testimonials of clients just like this customer that gets their car done and what they expect or what they've experienced from the end result. So go ahead and check that out. Obviously follow us on TikTok. We do a lot of shorter videos, a lot of teasers on TikTok. So go ahead, check us out at The Real Matty S. And then of course, Instagram. Here's our 3 handles below. Make sure you follow all 3 of those. And if you want to contact me for a job, here's my email address followed by my phone number. These are the 2 best points of contact to get a hold of me. And like always, guys, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for following along. And until next time.
A little cut though in the video. Like, this is amazing merch and you have to buy it. You might have saw me, Kennedy, in the last video. So make sure to go check that one out.
And what merch are we buying?
We're buying this merch. Like, look at it close up. You need to buy it.
Look at that.
It's so good. All your friends will be jealous.
Where do the people get it?
From Dad's, like, shop. So, like,
Go ahead and check it out.
go ahead and check it out. So,
Just grab yourself some merch.
God bless you so much. So, now we're back into the video and peace.